Hello everyone, let's start today's class. Today we will learn transmission of that the next topic from this chapter, that is transmission of what is that? Transmission of the first we are going to learn, that is conduction. What is that? Conduction. So what is this conduction? Another two are also there, that is convection and radiation. Okay, transmission of heat takes place by three ways we can say. First one is conduction, second one is convection, and third one is radiation. So first we will learn conduction, all things, then we will go for convection and then for radiation. So what is the conduction? It is the transmission of heat. It is transmission of heat without the actual movement, without the actual movement of the particles of the medium, of the particles of the medium. Okay, sir, can you tell one example? Yes. Now, let's take one small and general example. Okay, so see here, this is something fire we can say. Right? You take a candle. Is it looking like candle? Yes, this is a candle. And take one rod. I'm taking very small rod. So this is a candle and there is a rod. Okay, like, and one person is holding this rod in his hand. Okay, something like. Now what happens here when he is taking rod? What is definition above you see? It is transmission of heat without the actual movement of the particles of the medium. So there is no transfer of particles of the medium. Okay, so heat will transfer to this rod, but there is no transmission of this. Only collision we can say, collision of atoms we can say, which is flowing through this, or electrons or whatever collisions of atoms we can see. But this rod will not displace. So now see, this is what hot end, this is what cool end. Yes, the one which is on the fire, that is hot end, and the one which is in this boy's hand, that is cool end. So if I am taking the direction of this heat, how it will be from hot end to cool end, isn't it? Yes, heat transfers from hot end to cool end. So what are the points we can say? Let's add some points for this conduction. So see, first point I'm adding like this. It is a transmission of heat without the actual. हो गया? Yes. Takes place mainly in solids. Takes place mainly in solids. Okay. Second point, can I add like this? Takes place in metals due to free electrons. Takes place in metals due to free electrons. Third point, right? What we can add more third point about this conduction? तो क्या मैं ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ? Temperature of medium increases through which heat flows. एक और छोटा सा पॉइंट ऐड करता हूँ. Temperature increases through, or temperature of the medium increases, है ना? Temperature of the medium increases. Temperature of the medium increases through which heat flows, है ना? तो ये जो मीडियम है ये भी गर्म हो जाएगा, राइट? It will become hot. So first we have learned conduction, very few and basic points I can say. That is, this is nothing but transmission of heat without actual movement of the particles. And now, if I will insert some thermometers here, this thermometer which is near to the hot end will show more temperature. Then here another thermometer I have fixed, it will show little less reading. Here it little less, again here it is little less. So this temperature will be less, more, less, less, more, less. Yes, that is hot end to cool end temperature variations you can see if you have used the 4 to 5 thermometers which you have inserted on that rod. Got it? So let's learn now temperature gradient. What is this temperature gradient? Right? So first of all, note down this. Okay. So see here. Next one is temperature gradient. Okay, what is this temperature gradient? Before going forward, let me tell you what happens actually. You can see here, this is a rough area for just for understanding. I am doing something like this arrangement. Okay, this is a rod like this. Try to understand. And what we did, we have inserted thermometers here. Okay, what we did, we have inserted some thermometers. Now, here what we did, we have the fire here. Okay, can you see? This is a fire. This is hot air, and this is what? Cool air. This is hot air. Now the mercury will rise here till here. This is suppose theta 1. In this thermometer, it will rise till here. This is what? Theta 2. This one is what? Mercury will rise here. This is what? Theta 3. So we know theta 1 is greater than theta 2 is greater than theta 3. Yes or no? So I told there is difference between the temperatures as you are crossing towards the cool air. Yes or no? Now in this temperature gradient, how to define this? Can I write like this here? The rate of change of temperature the rate of change of temperature with the distance between two surfaces is called temperature gradient. The rate of change of temperature with the distance between with distance between two isothermal surfaces. Let's see with the diagram. Now see here. As I told you, we have taken a rod. Okay, this is the rod here. This is the rod. Now you can see this is what you can name it as a end A, and this is what end B. Now when heat will start flowing, yes, this heat is starts flowing here. This is the heat flow. This arrow indicates heat is flowing here like this. And this heat, obviously it is flowing like this in this direction. And this is what? The flow of heat. Heat flow direction always flows from hot end to cool end. So shall I erase this part? You understood no? तो देखो अब यहाँ पे क्या होता है. As I said, temperature is less at cool end and it is more at hot end. So here heat is flowing now. Now, if we have measured the temperature at this end, it is suppose theta 1, at this end, it is theta 2. Now, what I am doing, I am considering two cross-sectional areas here. Here, this one, and here I am taking another one. And I am taking distance between them as a delta x. What is the distance? Delta x. Means we have considered some part of that rod, that is delta x. And at this, let us suppose at this end temperature is theta, and here it is what? Theta minus delta theta. Okay. Means some temperature is there, and there is definitely some difference. At this point, some temperature, at this point, definitely it is low temperature. Why? Because heat flows from here to here. Always heat flows from hot end to cool end. Yes or not? So definitely this theta 2 is definitely less than the theta 1, and it will go on decreasing from theta 1 to theta 2. Theta 1 will be high, then low, 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 low. Yes, like. And let's suppose the length of this rod, okay, length of this rod is how much? L. Length of this rod is what? L. Then, as from definition, you see the rate of change of temperature with the distance between two isothermal surfaces is called temperature gradient. So here temperature gradient is what then? Temperature gradient is equal to minus delta theta divided by delta x. Okay, what is that? Minus delta theta by delta x. Why minus sign is coming? Minus sign indicates that negative sign indicates that as you are changing distance, okay, temperature decreases. Yes or not? What is that? Theta decreases as x increases. That's why temperature gradient formula is what? Minus delta theta by delta x. And this is not uniform. In this case, it is not uniform. Uniform fall means what? What is meant by uniform temperature fall and non-uniform temperature fall? Uniform temperature fall means if suppose I am taking one end, that is 0 meter, suppose. One end means, wait, let me explain you with diagram. First of all, note down this, then I will tell you uniform fall क्या होता है, temperature fall, and non-uniform temperature fall क्या होता है, right? This is for non-uniform, we can say. This is for non-uniform. Okay. Note down this first. Here. Uniform temperature fall means what? Uniform temperature fall and non-uniform temperature fall. Okay. Uniform temperature fall means in the proportion of distance. जैसे कि देखो यहाँ पे एक डायग्राम बताता हूँ आपको. Yes, here with numbers we will take. Let me take a rod. So like this rod is there here also, and here also you are having same rod, we can. same rod. Okay, same rod. Now नीचे जो है डिस्टेंस लेता हूँ, ऊपर जो है टेम्परेचर लेता हूँ, राइट? So here it is temperature and here I am taking distance. Now here it is what? 0 meter. 0 meter को कितना है समझो? 0 degree Celsius. Now here I am taking, let us suppose 5 meter. Here how much I am getting? Let us suppose 20 degrees Celsius. Next what I did, I have taken here something 10 meter. Then 0 को 5 आ गया, 20 को 5. Then how much you should get here? 40 degrees. And if I have taken here 15, how much you should get? 60 degrees. But this is not fall, yes or not? From here to here, this heat flow will be how? This side. Yes. So what I am doing, as I have taken here more temperatures, तो हमें टेम्परेचर फॉल चाहिए. ओके, तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, यहाँ पे जो है 0 को लेता हूँ कितना? 60 डिग्री सेल्सियस. फॉल दिखाना है ना हमें, क्या दिखाना है? फॉल, टेम्परेचर फॉल दिखाना है. वो क्या था? राइज था पहले. वी वांट टू डिनोट फॉल. तो 60 डिग्री है, तो 5 के लिए मैं क्या करता हूँ यहाँ पे? अब here you are getting something 4, here you are getting 20, here it is 0. ये देखो आप, डिफरेंस कितना है यहाँ पे? 5 का है ना, 5 5 5. here how much you are getting? 20 20 20. This is what uniform. If you will take ratio, this is 20 by 5, 20 by 5, 20 by 5, constant. Here non-uniform temperature fall means, same example I am taking, this is x, no, this is x, and this is theta, we can see. Understood? Fall, temperature fall means कैसे temperature decrease होता है. In this non-uniform में you can see this is temperature I am taking. Again I am taking same almost all 60 degree. This is 40 degree. This one is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. You can keep here Celsius if you want. And here it is, let us suppose 0 degrees Celsius. What will happen? And now this is 0 meter. So here it is something 7 meter. Here it is 10 meter. Here it is something like 30 meter. देखो यहाँ पे रेशियो जो है वो सेम नहीं है. This is not ratio same. So that's what this is non-uniform temperature fall. Means temperature is not falling uniformly over length. यूनिफॉर्म टेम्परेचर फॉल में जो टेम्परेचर एंड लेंथ का रेशियो है वो हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहता है. यूनिफॉर्म में टेम्परेचर बाय लेंथ रेशियो विल बी कांस्टेंट. हियर इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. अंडरस्टूड? सो हियर फॉर यूनिफॉर्म टेम्परेचर फॉल, so therefore note point I am writing here. For uniform temperature fall, theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by L is equal to delta theta by delta x. यूनिफॉर्म में क्या होता है? theta 1 minus theta 2 by L is equal to delta theta by delta x. That is nothing but what? Temperature gradient. Temperature gradient कैसे find out करेंगे? theta 1 minus theta 2 and between that two whatever length is there, it will divide that, you will get temperature gradient. Okay, and इसका जो यूनिट होगा वो क्या होगा बोलो? वेरी सिंपल. SI यूनिट ऑफ टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट कौन बोलेगा? SI यूनिट ऑफ टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट। ये देखो ये डेल्टा थीटा है, डेल्टा थीटा मतलब क्या है, टेम्परेचर है, टेम्परेचर का यूनिट क्या रहता है, केल्विन। ये डेल्टा एक्स क्या है, लेंथ, डेल्टा एक्स इज लेंथ, तो क्या होगा, केल्विन पर मीटर, केल्विन पर मीटर, व्हाट इट्स SI यूनिट। अंडरस्टूड? So this uniform temperature fall and non-uniform temperature fall, this is just example. You try to just understand how the temperature fall is falling. That's what I want to show. Okay. Note down this all. Yes, finished. Note down fast. Okay, let's go ahead. Law of thermal conductivity. Next one. What is that? Law of thermal conductivity. What is this law of thermal conductivity? For that also, I am drawing a diagram. Let's draw here. Now let's take rod. Okay. And this rod is like this. Right? Okay. Now, let us suppose Q is the amount of heat supplied. What is the Q? Q is the amount of heat supplied. And obviously it is flowing through the rod. What is this amount of heat supplied? Q. Now, whatever we have considered rod, that is having uniform cross-sectional area. Let us suppose A. A is what? Uniform cross-sectional area. Uniform cross-sectional area मतलब ये देखो यहाँ पे जो रॉड है ना, ये जो नली रहती है ना, इसका जो एरिया है ये वाला, yes, this area, this is what A is, uniform cross-sectional area of this pipe or of this rod we can say. Understood? हाँ, ये कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं? पाई आर स्क्वायर. We have to use pi r square formula, and where r is the radius of that rod, or you can say first find out the d of that circle, or what you can say hole of that pipe, and from that you find out radius, and then pi r square you get area of cross section. Understood? Okay. Is what A is what area of cross section, and then there are two ends you can see. This is what theta 1 and this is what theta 2. These are the temperatures at these two ends. And let's assume that this rod is having length L. This rod is having length L. Okay, understood? What we are having? We have considered a rod whose length is L, area of cross section A, and temperatures theta 1 and theta. Then what is this law of thermal conductivity? See here what I am writing. Under the steady state, under the steady state condition, steady state condition, this amount of heat flow is directly proportional to A into theta 1 minus theta 2 into time t. Okay, what is that? Time t, and inversely proportional to length. कैसे लिखेंगे देखो, amount of heat, yes or not, amount of heat flowing from hot phase to cold phase is directly proportional to area of cross section, direct proportional to change in temperature, direct proportional to time, and L is what here? Length, inverse proportional to length. One more time listen, in one way you should able to tell. ये Q क्या है? Q is what? Amount of heat. Amount of heat flowing from hot end to cool end. Okay. So amount of heat flowing from hot end to cool end is direct proportional to area of cross section. A is what? Area of cross section. Direct proportional to change in temperature. Direct proportional to time. Time for which that amount of heat is flowing. And inverse proportional to length. Understand? जो न्यूमरेटर को है, those terms are at numerator directly proportional. Those which are at denominator inversely proportional. So now this is removing which one? Directly proportional symbol, and I am adding a proportionality constant, that is K. Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 into T divided by L. What we got? Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 into T by L. Okay, where K is called coefficient of, तो यहाँ पे मैं लिख लेता हूँ सब कुछ, where everything I will write so that you will understand this formula is very very important, right? Where Q is what? Amount of heat flow. सारे terms मैं लिख देता हूँ. K is what? Coefficient of thermal conductivity. Coefficient of thermal conductivity. नेक्स्ट जो है थीटा 1 माइनस थीटा 2 क्या है? थीटा 1 इज व्हाट? टेम्परेचर ऑफ हॉट एंड, थीटा 2 इज व्हाट? टेम्परेचर ऑफ कूल एंड. थीटा 1 थीटा 2, T इज व्हाट? टाइम, और क्या है? L इज व्हाट? लेंथ ऑफ कंडक्टर. थीटा 1 क्या है? टेम्परेचर ऑफ हॉट एंड. ए रह गया ना? ए भी बाकी है. ओके, ए भी नीचे लिखेंगे. थीटा 2 क्या है? टेम्परेचर ऑफ कूल एंड. एंड ए इज व्हाट? area of cross section of conductor. Okay, so you understood? वो जो वर्डिंग में है वो याद रखो, भूलो मत। कौन सा? अंडर द स्टेडी स्टेट कंडीशन amount of heat flow is directly proportional to area of cross section, direct proportional to change in temperature, direct proportional to time, and inverse proportional to the length of conductor. That's it. Okay, note down. Yes, हो गया। Okay, so note down. Next, now let's create a formula for K. Already we got like this formula: Q is equal to K A theta 1 minus theta 2 into T divided by L. तो अगर हम ये K चाहिए हमें, if we want K value, then K का फॉर्मूला कैसे तैयार करेंगे? थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी, कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी का you can do it. Yes, K is equal to L into Q, L into Q, है ना, divided by A into theta 1 minus theta 2. अभी अगर L यहाँ पे नीचे डाल दिया तो A is equal to Q divided by A into T into theta 1 minus theta 2 by L. ये क्या होगा? टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट होगा, है ना। ये क्या है? टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट। तो आप ये भी फॉर्मूला यूज कर सकते हो, यस और नॉट, फॉर के इज फॉर फॉर्मूला फॉर कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी। गुड, नेक्स्ट। चलो नेक्स्ट देखो। नेक्स्ट जो है, रेट ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ हीट फाइंड आउट करना है। क्या करना है? रेट ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ रेट ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ हीट, और इसी को ही बोलते हैं हम क्या? हीट करंट। अब देखो, रेट ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ हीट क्या होता है? Q by D. Just this T came here, what left? Ka theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by L. Yes or not? Agree? Just a T we have to transfer there. That's it. So you can denote it as a H also. H is what? Q by T, heat current. Yes. And this is general for steady state. This is for steady state. If one more point I am giving here, this formula is for steady state. याद रखो. In case of non-steady state, in case of non-steady मतलब जो स्थिर नहीं है, yes, which is not constant. Non-steady state or variable cross section. वेरिएबल क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया मतलब जो पाइप ऐसे है, कैसे? ये वाला ऐसे देखो, ये बड़ा रहता है ना, छोटे से लेके बड़ा तक, ऐसे वाला पाइप है समझो। नॉट यूनिफॉर्म, नो, इसका एरिया बढ़ते जा रहा है। its area is increasing from this side to this side, then what we have to do? Understood? Okay. In case of non-steady state or variable cross section area, which formula we have to use? That is, in this only you see what I am doing. ये Q by T है ना, so this is will become dQ by dt, because this is a small amount of change in the heat flow divided by change in time is equal to A into A, and here it is what? D theta by dx. What is that? D theta by dx. And this minus sign already you know for what? Because it is opposes the d. Okay, right? Note down. Yes. Okay. Next, for perfect conductors, K का वैल्यू कितना रहता है? Infinity. For insulators, K is equal to 0. For insulator, K is equal to 0. Perfect insulators, right? For perfect insulators, K is equal to 0. Okay. तो चलो एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे ऑन दिस मॉडल जो हमने अभी तक देखा है, राइट? What type of problems are coming? If you can solve, try it yourself. I am giving you one problem. चलो एक प्रॉब्लम करेंगे, देखिए कौन सॉल्व करता है इसको. Let's see who will solve. In a steady state of heat conduction, in a steady state of heat conduction, the temperature of the ends A and B, the temperature of ends A and B of a rod (100 centimeter) long are 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the rod at a point, temperature of the rod at a point 60 centimeter from the end A is from the end capital A. Okay, ट्राई करो ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना. देखेंगे कौन सॉल्व करता है. स्टेडी स्टेट के लिए कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करते हो, कैसे यूज करते हो, दिमाग कैसे लगाते हो, देखेंगे, राइट? तो shall I give you answer or no need? Okay, try. Okay then, let's stop here. Enjoy the day. And those who got less mark in the last exam or yesterday's exam, don't worry. We will rock in the next exam. Okay, so don't bother, don't go in depression, enjoy the life. Yes, be happy. Exams will come oftenly. Okay, so if you got zero also in this exam, try to get at least one in the next exam. That is what improvement is. Okay, but instead of trying and getting in depression, do this. Try for next. So many exams are coming. Okay, nothing you have lost by getting less marks. And those who got more marks, congrats. And try to get like this marks only. Okay, let's stop here. Bye for today.